He's the running back from the class of 2026. He's a power back, Jonaz Walton. He's from the state of Georgia, and he's actually listed as a top 10 running back in the nation for the 2026 class. And so one of the big questions right now is, can Alabama land him? Like I said, he's from the state of Georgia. That doesn't seem to be a problem for Alabama to recruit from these southern states. But a couple of things that I wanted to mention is that his freshman year, he had over 200 rushing yards in 3 games in specific, and I believe in about 9 games over 100 yards. So that's huge. What I saw was that we actually made an offer to him in 2023 while Coach Saban was still there. So you can kind of put things into perspective from that angle. Now, he wasn't in attendance for our junior day, but he was in attendance for Notre Dame's in Tennessee. And I mentioned that because apparently he had quite a bit of interest in Tennessee, but things kind of got shaken up a little bit a couple weeks ago because he listed Alabama in his top 10, and it was shortly after the running back coach at Notre Dame left. And he said that particular coach played a huge role into why he wanted to go to Notre Dame in the first place. So with him gone, it's kind of like up in the air. Is he still interested? I believe the replacement coach they got, he was at Penn State, and he tried to get him at Penn State and he wasn't interested. So I think that there is a door of opportunity there for Alabama. Fingers crossed. I do think that we need to kind of build up that running back room. And I think too, I believe our coaches that we have now, they're understanding how in the SEC we do have to rely on the run game. So I want to get y'all's takes on Jonaz in particular. I'll start with you, JB. How do you feel about him? I mean, because when you look at him on paper, he's that power back that we want. And it makes sense to me why he was recruited under Coach Saban, because that's kind of like that prototypical running back that we would go for. So how do you feel about him coming from the state of Georgia? He was interested in Notre Dame. Now with the changes there, he's listed Alabama in his top 10. Do you feel like this is a guy that we could potentially get?
I like him a lot. I actually looked at his highlight tapes. He looks good. Mm-hmm. He has the speed, and he has power. He's a strong body. He has a powerful, stiff arm, and he played at Central High School in Carrollton. Yes, in Carrollton, yeah. Yes, so 5'9", 190. Alabama, Auburn's on the list, Georgia, Florida, and Miami. Some of the teams in his top 10, and you mentioned him going on the visits to Notre Dame and Tennessee. He went to those junior days for both of those schools. So it's a long year to be able to recruit him. We need a powerful running back like this so we can get him locked in. I think it'll be great for the 2026 class. But I like this kid a lot, what I saw on film. I really like it.
Let me ask you a question. I know here we like to kind of do comparisons sometimes. Based on what you saw with his film, is there another power back under the Saban era that you will compare him to?
Oh, that's a tough one. He has some Trent, he has some power backs there. It's high praise to throw those names out so early. He could possibly go to a 5-star. He's fast and he's big, and that's what you need playing in the SEC, most definitely.
Exactly. Dan, how are you feeling? We know that you're the lead recruiting analyst on the network. So how are you feeling about Jonaz? You feel like that door has opened up a bit more with the whole fiasco that's going on with Notre Dame?
Bama's back in it. I expect Alabama to take 2 running backs in this class. Was really high on Xavier Crowell, in-state running back. Jonaz Walton, a freak. I love his vision. When he gets into the open field, he's a home run hitter, not just power, but he has the ability to take it to the house. It's someone that Alabama is really going to evaluate through the spring and just follow the visit, see how that goes.
So it sounds like from what y'all are saying, sky's the limit for him. He's one of those guys that ceiling is going to be high. It's going to be really high, especially if he can be developed well.